Now let's turn to Local 10's Ron Gelosi, live at Homestead with a look at how many of us are trying to brave these winter-like conditions. Roger.
Calvin, you know, down here in Homestead, farmers are working to keep their crops of corn protected from the cold, while the rest of us in South Florida are also trying to keep their ears warm too. It was only a matter of time. South Florida finally forced to break out the woolies as the first dose of cold air this season sweeps down through the state. On South Beach this morning, locals bundled up and braved the brisk wind, the winter weather bringing out the animal and those not used to the cold.
Yeah, it is. This is the first day I've ever worn it.
One of the hottest spots on the beach, David's Cafe on Lincoln Road, where Cuban coffee kept customers warm. Ed Pennifield says the cold snap was a welcome change in his house.
My kids were excited this morning. They put a scarf on. They thought, they were excited, a little winter weather.
Up in Hollywood, they trotted out their winter garb for the first time this season. And in Fort Lauderdale,
use an oven or grill to keep the house warm.
You go to bed at night leaving that on, that's like a silent killer. The gas, the fumes in there could basically suffocate you and you could die.
Next up, pets. Dogs and cats should be brought inside or have some shelter to sleep in outside. Third are plants. Potted plants need to be brought in for the night or covered with plastic or a sheet if they are in the ground. We saw firsthand what can happen in today's temperatures.
That one and this one here too, you see how yellow is turning, all that is turning yellow? That's what
that yellow is right. From the cold.
And that's only for today because we put them inside last night.
And tomorrow, don't forget about the kids. Send them off to school with an extra jacket to keep warm. And if you're not on vacation in South Florida, try to enjoy this relief from the heat.
Nice change.
We enjoy it when it cools off for a few days. I wouldn't like it all winter.
And there are plenty of visitors here in town. There's Clemson visitors as well as West Virginia visitors in town for the Orange Bowl, but
02 for standard definition.
30 on some days, so this is nothing to you, right? Okay, hi Maggie. We'll check back in with Maggie at 6. I don't think she could hear it. Not her fault. With it expected to get colder tonight, this is a good time to remind you of the 4 Ps. Protect people. Pay close attention to children and the elderly. Protect pets. If you typically leave them outside, bring them in. Protect plants. Bring potted plants indoors. And protect your property. Never leave a space heater running overnight. Don't use an extension cord or a heater with a damaged power cord. And never turn on a space heater anywhere near curtains, sheets, or furniture. You can track weather conditions where you live using our neighborhood network. The only place to find it is cbsmiami.com/weather.